Hello guys. So the first thing you want to do when you're constructing your fingers for your prosthetic is you want to measure the popsicle sticks, right? I've already taken the liberty of measuring them. They measure 15 centimeters in length, and then in width they measure around 1.9 centimeters. You'll want to know that. That way you can find the midpoint and draw a line on there. So half of that, so half of 1.9, you'll have around like, or at least 1.8. I think it's 1.8 centimeters in width. Um, so half of that would be 0.9 centimeters. So that's where you'll want to make a mark. So half of 15 centimeters over here is 7.5. So you'll see that I put a mark at 7.5 right here. And I made my line. That would be half of the popsicle stick. And then I want to measure the width, which was 1.9 or 1.8. And I want to put a mark right there at 1.9 so I can find the middle of that, right? So the the midpoint of that. So then each of these little segments that you see there, I just measured the distance, which was 7.5, and I divided that into at least 6 parts. So I tried with others, different, lengths, and I guess this one works fine with 6 segments, right? So you'll have 6 segments that are around 1.2 centimeters in length. Um, so you have 1.25 right around there. So that's what you want to do at the beginning. You want to do this for a couple of them. So you want to do this on this side, and you want to do that on this same side. So around 1.25 centimeters is about right. So 1.25, this is 1.5, 1.25 would be around there. Um, Again, we want to do the same thing, 1.25, somewhere around there. And this one I'm not being so precise, guys, but it's around 1.25, around 1.25, and this would be somewhere around the same. I think I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be one more. I might have gone over just a bit on this one. Let's see. So you will run into this, guys, if you don't measure it with precision. One point I went off a little bit. And this one, again, it's a little bit off, so you have some margin of error here. You have to be careful with these margins of errors because they will affect your hand when you're building it. So that should be around there. And this one should be somewhere around here. So there we go. That's much better. There we go. All right. So you make your segments, and you kind of just, if you want to just do this right here without using the ruler, that's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just to give you an idea of where you're going to drill your holes. So you have that. So you have 6 segments on this side, 6 segments on that side. And you're gonna need something to cut the popsicle stick. So you can get yourself a box cutter. So you'll have to cut it halfway. I'm not gonna cut this one because this is the one that I'm using to make my other popsicle sticks. So all I'm doing is this right here. I'm kind of aligning all of them like that. So I'm aligning all of them and using this as my model, right? As my popsicle stick to make the others. So I'm just going to use this same one to draw lines on the others. And like I said, it doesn't have to be extremely perfect. You'll see how you'll modify some of these in a bit. What you do have to measure a little bit better is when you're splitting or drawing a line halfway through the length. So this line over here, yes, this one you do have to be a little bit more precise. So that was around 0.9. So we'll make 0.9, should be somewhere right here. And then 0.9 over here as well. This should be 0.9 around there. And we can make our line. So you need to do this at least, let's see, the fingers are 5, and you'll be using 2.5 popsicle sticks per finger around there. So you'll be doing this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. So you have to do this to 13 popsicle sticks, guys. The same thing. So you'll have 13 popsicle sticks. I already have some already cut. So right here, when you start cutting it, be careful. Even if you're using a box cutter, it's still difficult to cut through the popsicle stick. So you're going to cut it in half, right? So halfway should be around here. So this is where you want to cut it. And again, it doesn't have to be a perfect cut because we will be modifying and curving this this part right here that's flat. We'll be curving it a bit. Well, be careful with the box cutter. You don't want to cut yourselves, guys. And make sure you have something underneath, because I don't want to scratch this, but I kind of did already. There we go. So you'll do this for all 13 popsicle sticks. Let me stop it there.